Good evening. My name is Kerbi Key, and I'm a math major here at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. And as I was thinking about how I was going to express my gratitude up here tonight, I decided the best way would be to talk about where it all began. So I'm going to tell you about my story that some of my close friends don't even know about. My love for math began as a small child. My family was very poor, and I did not have a lot of opportunities growing up. I had to grow up fast, and I stressed about things I shouldn't have, like whether or not the electricity would be on when I got home from school. One thing I did have, though, was a supportive family. They tried to give me everything that they could, and even though it might not have been much, they always gave me the encouragement and support I needed to try my best in school. My dad would constantly sit me down and tell me how serious that school was, because if I did my absolute best, I could be somebody someday when I got older. From then on, I realized that my future was in my own hands. When I would finish school for the day, I would often go to my great-grandmother's house until my parents could come pick me up. We would sit at this little round table in her kitchen and play dominoes because that's about all she had to do there. However, it's one of my favorite pastimes. She would always encourage me while we were playing because she would say I was good at math. She would teach me how to look for different patterns and how to count up the points on each end of the domino. This is where my passion for math began, simply because she told me I was good at it. The enjoyment I got from dominoes was a small escape from reality. As years went on, it became my dream to be the first person in my family to graduate from college. Once I began to draw near the end of my high school career, I realized just how expensive college could be. I had done the best I could in high school. I kept good grades, but I still worried because I knew that there was no way possible that my parents could pay for me to go to college. When I found out about receiving an academic scholarship from my wonderful donor here at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, I was speechless. It's like my dream was finally becoming a reality. So as I was thinking about how I was going to be able to accurately express my gratitude towards you all, I went back to square one with the dominoes. I Googled what a domino effect was online, and I found it defined as a situation in which one event causes a series of similar events to happen one after another. I like to think of you all as a domino. But not just any domino, the one at the beginning of a long chain reaction. You see, if it wasn't for people like you that were kind enough to support someone you may not even know, then there wouldn't be people like me to have the chance to further their education. I will proudly graduate college this spring semester, and I'll have the opportunity to teach and pour into students' lives starting next year. Because my scholarship donor chose to invest into my life, I will now be able to push over many more dominoes and make a difference in our community. This never would have been possible if it weren't for that one person who took a risk on me. I know I'm not the only grateful student in here. I know there are many more faces and there are many more stories in this room, and I will speak for all of them and say thank you for believing in us. We could not do this without you. Finally, I want to challenge every student in this room. We've been given the push that we need. It's now our job to go into the real world and make a difference. Thank you.